The weather brought to you by NRMA Insurance.
Tonight, a brave mum breaks her silence, speaking for the first time about her escape from the Logan fire that claimed her partner's life. A pregnant Tamika Willis suffered burns to most of her body when a charging scooter battery exploded. Now she's on a mission to ensure no more families suffer the way she has.
It's taken Tamika Willis 10 months and an incredible amount of courage to sit down and tell her story.
It's really hard.
But Tamika is a fighter and wants to use her words to create change. At just 21, this young mother has burns to more than 80% of her body.
I don't like the fact that I have to live like this at 21.
In March of last year, a heavily pregnant Tamika and her partner Blake Wells were inside this caravan at Logan when a charging e-scooter battery caused a fire.
When you first woke up, what can you remember?
It just exploded and all I saw was smoke and then it just went all red. It was like the flame is like right there in front of your face.
Both Tamika and Blake made it out alive. At 36 weeks pregnant, Tamika smashed, then climbed out the window, while Blake was forced through the front door. But Blake refused to leave without her.
If I could say one thing, Blake would do anything in his power to save me and protect me.
Both were rushed to hospital in a critical condition. Tamika placed in an induced coma as doctors immediately delivered her baby. But Blake didn't make it.
The last words I heard from him is, "I love you." And then I wake up and he's not here anymore.
Doctors did successfully deliver Tamika's baby, albeit 5 weeks premature. A little baby boy named Blaze.
My kids seeing me like this is the hardest bit.
In the last 12 months, there have been dozens of fires in Queensland caused by lithium-ion batteries. John Oliver is the head of the Firefighters Union, and like Tamika, he says urgent reform is paramount.
It's actually 27 fires now in 6 months.
John says firefighters are scared, terrified at what these batteries and chargers can do. The issue, he says, is cheap imported knockoffs.
What we're seeing is cheap batteries coming into the country, incompatible chargers that don't marry to those batteries when being charged.
The advice to follow is check your scooter and charger have a regulatory compliance mark. Check the scooter has a battery management system. If not, don't buy it. Only purchase replacement chargers and batteries from a trusted manufacturer and don't modify or repair batteries. Just 2 weeks ago, 9 News brought you an exclusive story on the Firefighters Union calling to urgently meet with the government to discuss the batteries. Led by Transport Minister Mark Bailey, the meeting went ahead.
First steps, they need to write to the feds, which they've agreed to do, and put some steps into play so we can move on this very quickly to put some regulations and some legislation around it.
Like, look at me today. I'm burnt from an e-scooter and I just don't want anyone else being in the same predicament as me now.
Peter Fegan, 9 News.
Well, Gary's back with your full forecast. Gaz, what's the latest with those storm warnings?
Well, Melissa, we might be storm-free here in the city at the moment, but there is a line of storms firing up in the Southern Downs. One very dangerous storm cell. It is west-northwest of Stanthorpe at the moment, and I think within the next hour it will crash into Warwick. There'll be further storms ahead of that, and I think Brisbane's southern suburbs, probably around 9 o'clock this evening or a little bit later, likely to see some further storms, but certainly some more rainfall if those storms start to weaken. What a day it's been with some very heavy rain and plenty of hail today. A little better tomorrow. We'll get to that in your forecast. Let's have a look at temperatures firstly across southeast Queensland. Look, it was hot and humid again today. Temperatures still above average despite that cooler southeasterly change that moved through. Some of the highs were into the low 30s with the max 32 degrees in Ipswich, Beaudesert and Gatton. But heavy rain, 50 to 70 millimetres falling in less than an hour. With the weather map, a tropical low will generate heavy rain and storms over the tropics tomorrow. Troughs will deliver showers and storms in northern WA and southeast Queensland, while drawing down plenty of heat in central Australia. Interstate, sunny and hot in Adelaide and Melbourne, sunny and warm Hobart, sunny and 38 for Alice Springs, showers and storms for Darwin. Queensland, showers and storms for Cairns, possibly extending down into the lower Burdekin, then mostly sunny for Mackay, chance of showers and storms, the Capricornia, Wide Bay and Burnett. Inland will be sunny, dry, hot, and we're looking at high 30s. degrees. For the southeast, a partly cloudy day. There is the chance of a shower and storm, only slight tomorrow. Overnight temperatures 17 to 21 near the coast, reaching up to about 30 as a max tomorrow, high 20s Bayside and around the suburbs. Moreton Bay, south-southeast 15 to 20 knots, the sea's up to 2 metres offshore. Brizzy, partly cloudy, once again just a slight chance of a storm, but a top of 29 degrees. So the week ahead, a run of fine and warmer days again, starting with 30 on Thursday, climbing back up to 32 by Sunday and into Monday. Ipswich, partly cloudy Thursday and 31, fine Friday, and across the weekend with 33 each day. For the Goldie, fine and 28 for Thursday and Friday. Sunny weekend with 29 expected Saturday. Sunday, 30 and again Monday. Sunshine Coast also fine and 29 Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We will see temperatures back up into the 30s for Sunday and Monday. But guys, at least a little bit of relief temperature-wise for tomorrow.
That sounds good, Gary. Thank you. And that is 9 News Queensland for this evening. Ali Langdon is next with a current affair.
Thanks for your company. We'll have updates for you a little later on through the evening. Take care on the roads. There's a fair bit of debris around after the storms. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.